In this video, we're going to explore Logo, which is a text-based coding tool, and how to use the commands, procedures, and inbuilt challenges with your pupils. Logo is accessible in Purple Mash either via the Computing Topics area here from the home page, or via the Tools area, and there is Logo. Logo gives pupils the opportunity to control an on-screen turtle using a range of commands and involves a number of higher-level programming and mathematical concepts, such as angles, shape properties, and procedures. Commands can either be written in single-line format or in multi-line mode. The commands you use in Logo must follow specific syntax rules, otherwise an error message will be displayed. There is an inbuilt bank of turtle images that pupils can use, as well as the ability to select one of the pre-made backgrounds, paint your own, or choose a file from a piece of work that you have created and saved away previously. Logo can be adapted to a variety of purposes, from exploration of mathematical concepts such as angles and shapes, to coordinate mapping using maps in history and geography topic-themed exercises. Teachers can design 2 Logo files and then set them as to-dos for their pupils to complete. So I'm going to design a challenge that I'm going to set for my pupils to complete. First of all, I'm going to choose a background and change my turtle to the bumblebee. I'll then turn the grid squares on, which will enable my pupils to count the squares when they're programming. I'm going to use the single line mode, which is the best mode for pupils who are just beginning to learn Logo. Lines of code can be run one line at a time, and pupils can type their code into the text area, or they can click on the Logo commands on the list on the right-hand side. This will automatically show the correct syntax that is needed for this command to work, and then press Enter or the play button to run that code. You can build up your code by inputting more than one command into a line at a time. Commands that have already been used will appear in the grey section underneath the command line. These can then be added back into the command line simply by clicking on them. You can switch to multi-line editor by clicking this button at the top here. This will enable pupils to add as many pieces of code into their code window at a time as they like. If any commands need editing or debugging, this can easily be done in multi-line mode, and the code can then be rerun. We're going to now look at how your pupils can begin to create procedures in their Logo code. I could, for example, create a procedure for Logo to draw around this octagon shape. First of all, I'm going to click the green plus here to add a procedure, and I'm going to give it a name. I'm now going to program it according to the movement that the turtle needs to make to replicate that shape. You can preview your procedure by clicking on this play button here. If I look back at this code, I can see that I have used the same 2 steps in an algorithm and repeated that 8 times. In order to make this code more efficient, I'm going to use the repeat function. Repeat 8 square brackets, and then enclose my 2-step algorithm in the square brackets. To play that procedure on my Logo screen, I can select my procedure from the list here, press the play button, and it creates that procedure exactly. I've now created 2 other procedures that will draw a square and a triangle. I now want my turtle to draw each of these shapes on my grid square in different colours, so I'm going to use the pen colour option here. So my octagon and my square procedures have worked correctly, but my blue triangle looks nothing like I wanted it to. I'm going to go and edit that or debug my program and see if I can fix it up. Let's try that again. Procedures can be used to create some very interesting shapes and drawings, and your pupils can tinker with the parameters within a procedure to create their own unique design. Once your pupils have mastered the basics of Logo, they can try out the Loganator challenges. These are a set of 12 challenges that take the form of an adventure game and get progressively harder as the pupils move through each challenge. Each challenge has an introductory video telling the children what they're meant to do, and a list of success criteria which players must fulfill in order to complete this challenge. There are accompanying writing activities that can be used alongside the challenges, and also some mash cams. To help your school get the most out of Purple Mash, why not book your CPD session with our experienced team today?